welcome to another segment of Keep the Beat with Pete, and today we're going to work on 4-bar fills using a triplet bass. Okay, the 4-bar fill exchange trade occurs in jazz and fusion most often, but definitely you have it in rock and so forth. We're going to work on it like in a jazz setting because the 4-bar becomes an 8-bar. You develop some nice 8-bar phrases, you get a few of them together, lo and behold, you have a 32-bar chorus, a la Max Roach and all the great jazz drummers when they're called upon to do this. So if you listen to something like Jordu, you will hear Max trade 4s until, with the band, and then he goes into his solo. So what we want to spend some time today is establishing that foundation in the triplet mode, okay? And playing around with some very fundamental ideas, which you have to go back and, it helps if you go back and look at our cymbal patterns, ride cymbal jazz patterns, and our basic comping patterns, because we're going to use some of the same things. So one of the first things I wanted to do is work on the basic triplet pattern that we'll use. It takes place over 3 bars, it resolves in the 4th bar, so we'll make a 4-bar phrase out of it. So it would be 1, 2, 3. So it's right, left, left is the pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, so you would have 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1. You do that with triplets. You can do that up tempo, like with swinging 8th notes, 16ths. Nice and slow now, because we're going to reverse these stickings and everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1. Now you play with the patterns as we did with our comping and our ride cymbal patterns. You could just repeat some phrases. 2, 3, 4. Slowest tempo possible, demonstration purposes. Actually, when you leave more space between the notes, as we've said in many videos, it's more difficult because there's more time for you to go off course, is actually the reason. Neuromuscular is quicker when the notes are closely spaced, so it's easier to stay on. In fact, fast tempos almost help the drummer. Once he gets it, it's almost easier for you. So you play at these slow and medium tempos to burn it in and to catch your timing, okay? But anyway, so we mix and match. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 4. So you write these out, and you can call them 1, 2, and 3. And then you mix 1 and 2, 2 and 1, 3 and 2, 3 and 1, and so forth. By doing so, you start having your patterns ready. This is some basic stuff, and your patterns are ready. We're using a right, left, left sticking. Lo and behold, could we use left, right, right? Of course. And could we use straight ahead sticking? Yes. So all 3 stickings, all 3 patterns. Can you drop the bass drum in? Yes. So now you have the foundation, and as we said, you might want to use 16 notes. Run the same pattern, write the lines out for yourself. You'll start to hear them. That's why I'm not even putting a lot of these things in PDFs and everything. You're going to just say if you've been playing any time at all. Transfer them, you mix them, you match them, you blend them in and out. Why is this so important? Because you set up a lot of great 4-bar phrases for yourself. You train your brain, your neuromuscular interactions to really get this. You got your ear training. Well, you're building the solid foundation to make 8-bar exchanges. You build a number of those, and as we said, you have 2 8-bar phrases, then 4 8-bar phrases, you have yourself a chorus. And the way to practice, once you get some of these patterns down, is to start listening to the great jazz tunes, whether they're 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, even more recent ones. And you start hearing the melodies and seeing which patterns you could use to link to those melodies. So Max Roach, Philly Joe Jones, Buddy Rich, Joe Morello, they would hear the melodies, and then they had these rhythmic patterns, Roy Haynes, that they could use to lean into the melody and make their phrases. But it starts with you having some basic ideas, okay, what kinds of stickings and what kinds of rhythmic patterns do I want to use? So that's why we're starting with the right, left, left, or left, right, right. Now you see these exercises all over the place in the zillion books, you know. Or, so you can go back and forth. And you can just go in between. So what do you have? 1, 2, 3, or. And naturally, yes, you play through the whole phrase if you want. That's the essence of it. You capture this. I would practice it slower. See what could happen here, starting the phrase on beat number 2, starting the phrase on beat number 3, starting the phrase on one of the middle parts of the triplet, Max Roach type things. And, you know, chopping parts off and introducing them. But it all starts with your basic. And then, of course, sometimes when you get into a little bit more working with triplets, you'll do paradiddle triplets. You know, or triplets as doubles. That's all there for the taking if you want to do that. But for this purpose, we're starting with the basic right, left, 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 right, right, left, singles. Then, of course. and mixing those doubles, those paradiddles, all in the triplet mode, and singles, and then the conventional right, left, 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 right, right. Mix and match them, start them on different phrases. You may write some of these out at first. You want to see it and hear it and play it. You want to select a very comfortable tempo. But once you have all this down pat, you build a nice 4-bar phrase, you turn into 8-bar phrases. You have solid 8s, you're building the foundation of your 32-bar chorus. Your 32-bar chorus is the classic jazz. Yeah, you may be called upon, well, Pete, I might be called upon to play several choruses. Okay, so the main thing is, do you have a great first chorus? Yes. Then you can naturally build your whole, architecture, your whole structure from there. But you want to have the first 32-bar phrase, and it starts with the solid 4s. So that's the purpose of this one. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, hit the subscribe button. We're going to cover a lot more of this. We'll then, later on down the road, we'll do the 8s, and we'll do a chorus demonstration, and how to count that and effectively keep your place. You'll notice there's certain markers to help you. And we'll cover a lot of other things during the upcoming the clips. So hit that subscribe button. Go back and check out our jazz basic ride cymbal patterns and our jazz comping, because some of the same patterns are embedded in this, and it makes it all come together. And this is all designed, the whole channel is really designed, aside from the drum uploads, which are kind of demonstrating how this thing is applied, right? How set playing music is really the essence of it. But the whole channel is designed to lay out the recipes, the foundations for you to create the beat you keep. You'll see a lot less of, oh, learn these beats. I'm laying out basics that you probably have heard in one way or another. I'm just putting them in a way that you can use them like ingredients, and then you create the recipe. Okay? So remember, create the beat you keep the beat with Pete. Peace out. Thanks for watching.